Hi, I'm Laura Ray, and today we're going to talk about smooth skin. I've been trying to have smooth skin my whole life. I dealt with acne. I have had that most of my life. Dehydrated skin. In my earlier years, I did not realize how dehydrated my skin was because I was always trying to dry out that oil. I had such dehydrated skin. Well, today, since I've had normal, oily, dehydrated, and dry skin, I'm going to share with you some of my tips for getting smooth skin. If you like these kind of videos, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, YouTube won't let you know that I put out a video. Smooth skin starts with clean skin, and so many of these cleansers have heavy fragrance in them that can irritate your skin, and I've realized that as I've gotten older, I need to stay away from fragrance in my skincare. So I am loving this new Aveeno. This is their Common Restore. I still love the La Roche-Posay face wash. I'll link that also. All the links for anything I show you today will be in the description of my video, and thank you for going over to those links. But this is so gentle on my skin. I love this Aveeno line, so I start first with a really clean skin. Before I even think of makeup or even my regular skincare, I want to make sure that my skin is exfoliated. One gentle way that I exfoliate is with this stabilized rice bran. I love this because it's super gentle. Some of these scrubs can really tear your skin, make these little micro tears. So I've loved this for a long time. I think I've used this for a couple of years. And then the Mother Made exfoliating peeling gel. This is a gommage. I love this for my hands, my elbows, especially my neck. I think this really helps with keeping that dead skin off the neck. If you've never used a gommage before, it's so easy. You just put it on and just roll off the dead skin. It's really simple, and I think just gives my skin a real glow, so I love it. Let's talk about moisturizer. I used to hear if you have oily skin, don't moisturize your skin, but what I didn't realize was I had oily, dehydrated skin, and that is a thing. A lot of us that have oily skin use all these skincare products that just dry your skin out, but then you're left with these fine lines that are more pronounced. So even people with oily skin have those issues. Now, I would say my skin right now is normal, and there have been times when my skin in the winter is really dry. But either way, I feel this Aveeno, the Common Restore, this is the moisturizer in the serum that I purchased. I am loving these. I was using a while back the Clinique Moisture Surge. And while I like that, I like this even better, and it's at a better price point. So the texture of this just really sinks into the skin. So I'm going to start first. What you do with the Aveeno is you moisturize, and then you can put their serum on top. But this is a really important step to getting smooth skin. If you are putting your makeup on a surface that is dried out and the lines are more pronounced and the pores, you are not going to get a smooth looking makeup look. So what I have found, instead of putting my moisturizer on this dry, dehydrated skin, this is like one of the most important steps. Next, I go in with the Aveeno Common Restore Serum. This comes in a little dropper. Again, this has that gel-like texture that just sinks in. I love putting this under my eyes. It doesn't have fragrance in it, so it just doesn't irritate my sensitive skin. And I just feel like it really plumps the skin up. I have tried the Neutrogena Hydra Boost, and I still like the Aveeno the best. Another favorite of mine is the Vichy line, the Vichy 89, and this is the Eye Vichy. And what I love about this, again, is this gel texture. So I sometimes will double moisturize. This is something that I feel really hydrates my skin. I will put a little on, and then let it dry and put some more on. And I feel like the skin will really drink it in. When I really want those under eyes hydrated, I use the Vichy, the eye gel. Now this has different ingredients in it. It has caffeine. So I like this to plump fine lines that I have under my eyes and really keep this area hydrated. Now, when I feel like my eyes are super dry, or for those of you that have dry lids, I cannot recommend enough this Be Naturals. I've used this for a couple of years. This is a whole different texture from anything I've shown you so far. This is more of the texture of Vaseline, but it's got all these different oils in it. I love putting it on my eyelid when my eyelids feel dry, and also sometimes I'll get a little dryness in the inner corner of my eye, so before bed I'll tap some of this in that area. And if I feel in the winter time the under eye area is looking very dried out, then I'll just tap some of this in, and it is amazing stuff. Now I love this for other areas, smoothing those areas out above the lip. This pretty much got rid of my lip lines, so I just rub some of this in around the mouth, and this really keeps that area hydrated and smooth. For those of you with very dry skin, I have an amazing moisturizer. It's from Paula's Choice, and it's their replenishing moisturizer. Now, I initially saw this on a website called Skin School, where they compare ingredients for Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. And I have tried the Magic Cream. I've tried this, obviously, almost a full tube of it, and I like this better. This is so much more affordable. It really kept my skin hydrated all winter. I take this up under the eye when my eyes feel dry, and it's just amazing. It really smooths out the skin, makes it plump. So if you have dry skin, I think you would think this is awesome. Before we start with the makeup, I am putting on my Buxom Powerful Plump. I love this. This is in the shade Big O, and it works with your own skin, your own pH. So you get your unique color. I can already see my lips turning pink. I have it in this shade, and then this one's called Dolly Fever. I love these. I usually keep it in my purse. What's great is you don't need to look in a mirror to put it on, and it really smooths out the lips, gives them a little plumping effect, and I really enjoy this. Let's talk about the face first. That's the area that I find in the cheek area is the most difficult to smooth. That's where my pores are larger. I'm using today NYX Bear With Me, but I've put it into my cushion ahead of time. For those of you that have maybe never watched my channel before, I've been taking all of my favorite foundations and putting them in an empty cushion because I find that the look that I get is so much better. It's very buildable that way, and it's just a great way to apply foundation. Now, I love the Bear With Me. For a little pricier foundation, I love this It. This is the Your Skin But Better. This goes on very thin. Also, I've really enjoyed that. But today I wanted to show you the NYX Bear With Me because I've never shown that before, and I've been trying it out. Now I just go into the cushion, and I'm going to start here in the cheek area, get that covered, and then see how little, hopefully, that I need in the perimeter of my face. This is where I get all my redness and texture. Most of us don't have much texture in the outer portion of our face. It's mostly the nose and the cheek. But I'm going to go ahead and do just one side of my face first so you can see what a difference this makes. This is a tinted skin veil. That's what NYX calls it. And I really love this. I find that the thinnest amount of foundation that I can apply is the best and makes my skin look better throughout the day, look smoother. The thicker the foundation that I apply, the more texture I see, the more I see my pores. Now, one question I probably get is, do I use a primer? Sometimes I use primer, and then I have found that with this application, I don't really use primer as much. And I feel like whatever's the thinnest layer I can get by with is the way I want to go. I think this is coming together. What I like about this NYX Bear With Me is it's very buildable. All right, so here's half of my face and the other half, so you can see the difference. Look at how red I am here compared with here. This really covers my redness so well. And I think the texture, this is such a thin foundation that I can go right up under the eye. Most of the time I don't with foundations. I will just go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind under the eye because I want the thinnest amount of product under the eyes. But this is so thin, I want to show you the thinness of it. I'll put it on my hand. It's almost like water, it's so thin. Let's see, there you go. Very thin, yet gives you beautiful coverage. I always start with the center because if I can get rid of this redness, I need very little product down here. If I get the right shade, and I think this is a really good shade for me, I can just tap down here and get great coverage with so little product. I'm gonna go into the cushion. By the way, the cushion is so easy to do, and some of you have asked me, can you order more cushions for the inside of the actual container? And yes, you can order this foam piece here. I will link it below. I just ordered a set of 12 of these, And just so you can see, that's the inside. It's just plastic. And then I put some product in here, then just lay the cushion in. It's that simple. So I don't really feel some of the cushion foundations, the product is that amazing. It's the delivery system. And also these sponges. I think these sponges are a little magical too. I also ordered extra of these so I can clean them and have some ready to go, so I will link those too. They're very inexpensive and easy to wash. I actually run them over a bar of soap. I use goat's milk soap, but I think any soap would work. Just rub them back and forth and sort of work in the soap and then rinse it out, and they come clean really easily. I am loving this NYX. I love the look of this. This is the kind of look that I like to wear out. I like wearing this kind of product at home, just so when I look in the mirror, I look and my skin just looks so much better. It makes me feel a little more put together, even if I'm just staying home. So now I want to add a little powder. I've talked about the Can Make over and over. If you're new to my channel, this is a favorite powder of mine. It's just so finely milled and so inexpensive. I think it makes my skin look a lot smoother. I used to be so fearful of powder. I just remember hearing how cakey and how it would make my skin look more textured, but I feel that this powder really smooths out my makeup and makes it last a lot longer also. Before I go on, one of my most important skincare ingredients is my sunscreen. I love this Biore. It is a gel. It goes right into the skin. Some of you have asked me if it's a mineral or a chemical sunscreen. It is a chemical sunscreen, but I love how this feels on my skin because it doesn't ruin the texture of my skin. Some of these sunscreens that I use make my skin look heavier, or it pills up the makeup. This sinks right in. It feels like one of the gel moisturizers that I use. So this is a way that I'm able to stay consistent with sunscreen and still love the look of my makeup. I have some unusual picks for eyeshadow today. One is the Boomstick. This is the one that's called Color, and I'm going to put some on my eyes right now. It's this simple. I'm putting some on my finger and just blending it out on my eyes. So many of you requested that I try this Boomstick. I put it off for a long time, but I'm so happy that I got it. I wear it all the time. I love it because if you have dry eyelids or crepey lids, this is an amazing product for you. I'm thinking any woman that deals with crepey eyes, this is like their miracle product. Because here's the thing, when your eyes are crepier, the matte shadows can make them look even more crepey. When your eyes, when you put shimmer on, it can make them look more crepey. So really, the best thing for a woman with crepey lids would be a satin eyeshadow or something like this that is a cream that's just going to sink into the skin and not get into those crinkles and wrinkles. So this is incredible, and this shade is just like a great universal shade that works for so many people. Now I have another one that I love that I want to recommend, and that's from Flower Beauty. They're scribble sticks. These are along that same line. You can use these on your eyes. I use them as shadow. You could draw it on your cheek, use it for a blush, use it as lip liner, use them as lipstick. So this one product I can use in so many ways, and they're around $10 for a scribble stick. So many beautiful shades. I love Tickle Me Pink because it's that Pillow Talk shade. It's a great dupe for Pillow Talk. Also, there's a shade Bittersweet that is a beautiful brown that I love to use as lip liner. So I am crazy about these. I have just enjoyed these so much more than I ever could have imagined. Now, if you're looking for another budget-friendly blush, the Flower Beauty Gel Crush is great. Now, I showed you the Boomstick on the eye, so I wanted to show you this on the cheeks, but you can literally just go like this and tap it out. Now this shade is Blackberry. I love this shade. I think you need a little deeper shade in this because they're so sheer if you want it to show up a little bit more. I have it in pink and I love it, but it's very soft. If you have fairer skin than me, then I think that works beautifully. But for me, I like the Blackberry, and it really matches with the Boomstick, as you can see. But what a beautiful look, and it will not accentuate any fine lines or wrinkles. It lasts all day. Now this can also be used on the lips, so it's a great multitasker. One more product I wanted to mention that I love is from Beauty for Real. This is a double-ended stick. It has blush on one side and then a highlighter on the other. Now I do have the Boomstick highlighter and it is gorgeous. This is another one. Now what I like to do with the Boomstick, and then I'll show you the Beauty for Real, is take some of that and then even go on top of the color stick to add a little bit of shimmer to it. So you can mix the two together to get a really neat look. But I want to show you the Beauty for Real, how beautiful this highlighter is. It is one of my favorites. Now they have this in other shades. The one I bought here is in the pink, but they had like a apricot kind of shade, I think, too, that looked great. But these, again, will make your skin look so much smoother than powder. I love creams for that reason. They're quick, they're easy to work with. You don't need a bunch of tools. Your tools are right here. And it's just a quick way to get a fresh look. Another highlighter that I love is from Flower Beauty. This is their Day Glow. I've talked about this before. This is in the shade Stunner. This one is a champagne. They have one called Ablaze that is a gold shade. But again, another beautiful highlighter. I've got quite a bit of highlight, but I'm going to add a little bit more. And you can see it just goes right into the skin. This is another one that's so affordable. If you're looking for one that's affordable, that's going to last all day and will make the skin look smooth. This is sort of an optical illusion. I think when you put it up on the cheekbone, it sort of gives that blown out look to the cheeks. So I have really enjoyed this one. I've tried the Glossier blush and I really like it, but this I found on Amazon. You get 3 for less than you do for one of the Glossier blushes. These are fantastic. Same kind of texture, really just blends in the skin nicely, gives a nice wash of color on the cheeks. That's what I like, a nice wash of color, and where it's sort of undetectable, it just becomes part of your skin. So these liquid blushes are one of my all-time favorites. I'm not much of a mask person, but I wanted to mention these because I think they're worth mentioning. These are from CosRx. They plump your skin. They are so pampering if you're looking for a little pampering. These are inexpensive. It's snail mucin is what it is. It's the Advanced Snail Mucin Power Sheet Mask. I think these are amazing. They just have so much in each pack that you can just take it down the neck, on your hands. When I use this, I don't apply any other moisturizer that day because I really feel like it plumps my skin and smooths it out. Now, I wouldn't do this right before I was about to leave the house because there is so much in it, but maybe like the night before, do one of these masks, or even the day before you're planning to go somewhere special, or you're just having a Sunday where you want to pamper yourself. I think these work amazing. Come on over to Instagram and say hello to me during the week. I love connecting with you. I have a whole new relationship with so many of you because you come over to Instagram. I've gotten to know you so much better and I just love it. Now, make sure that you leave a comment and you're subscribed to my channel and leave a like so you can be in the giveaway. The giveaway for this week is this Milani Gilded palette. It's the pastel palette. It's so gorgeous. I love Milani shadows. I think they're fantastic. Now, the winner of last week's giveaway, you'll find in the first pinned comment. And I'll see you soon.